They mocked you for years, years and years upon end. And now they looking crazy because you left them behind. You left them behind in life. You left them behind by elevating to a higher level. You left people behind that didn't mean you no good. While they were mocking you, belittling you, disrespecting you time and time again, your life was a joke to a lot of people. Your life was a joke to many people that you grew up around. Many people that knew you at a point of time, it was funny. Your life was funny. Because you didn't smoke or drink, your life was funny. Because you were poor, you was raised poor, not by your circumstances, because of how you were raised by your family. Because y'all didn't have much. You didn't have much at just 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Because the people before you didn't have nothing. So you didn't have nothing. People thought your life was just funny. They thought you wouldn't go measure up to nothing. They thought it was funny because you didn't go out and party and drink and smoke like how they fast behinds did at 14, 15, and 16 years old. A lot of these females that you grew up around. Because you wasn't fasting the behind like they were. Because you wasn't getting knocked up by 3 or 4 different men by the time you were 17 like them. Because you didn't have any abortions under your belt. They thought your life was funny because you was the virgin. You was the one that was righteous at that time. Because you were trying to do what was right while everybody else was trying to do wickedly. But yet you were the joke of the ridicule to these people. And while they were joking and making fun of you, you was literally putting in the work. You was putting in the work to become better. To work on your future. Because you knew you didn't want to be in that place forever. You knew you didn't want to be around a whole bunch of mess. You knew you wanted something greater out of life. Even though everybody else around you didn't. You was the golden child in your hometown. But everybody made you feel like you was nothing. Like you was a nobody. Like you were just to be played with. To be messed around with. Now that you put in the work you put in is truly paying off to a lot of people. And now you leaving everybody behind that mocked you, treated you like you were nothing. Now you moving forward in your faith, doing greater things. And now everybody's shocked and confused about where you are compared to where they at. What are they confused about? They chose drugs. They chose the streets. They chose rashness. They chose to be knocked up by a whole bunch of different baby daddies. They chose abortions. They chose everything. You chose the right path, the narrow path. They was clearly for the streets. And they was mad because you did what your parents wanted you to do. You stayed home, tried to do righteous things. And you still was rejected, even by your own family. With the toxicity that you grew up around. Now you're gone. And you left everybody behind where they had you messed up at, clearly. And these people don't know what to do. They don't know what you had to go through to get where you are today. While they were mocking you and making fun of you time and time again. They didn't know that you had to sacrifice many nights. Scared out of your mind. Trying to learn a new place, a new environment. A new city, a new town. They didn't know you was trying to figure life out. Trying to figure out how to make ends meet. So you could keep a roof over your head while they wanted to make fun of you. The whole time. Now you're walking in your purpose. And these people that mocked you, they ain't got nothing to show for it. See, God had his hand on you. even though it looked like he didn't, because the devil was using a lot of these people to come up against you through whatever it is they were going through their mental toxic behavior. The devil had a lot of these people's minds. And now they trying to figure out, why are you the blessed one? Why are you moving the way you're moving? Why you shut them out of your life? They don't deserve to be in your life. They don't deserve that. They treated you like you was nothing. Now they mad because you don't want to deal with them. You don't want to go back around them. You ain't got time for their energy or foolishness no more. You grew past the ignorance and foolishness that they didn't grow past. This is what they mad at you about. You won. God has so much in store for you as the chosen one of God. He has so much in store for you. He has greater things for you to do. These people chose drugs, alcohol, foolishness over their life. A lot of you peers you grew up around, a lot of the peers you went to high school and grade school with, a lot of them strung out on drugs, foolishness, doing the same thing they've been doing since they were in the 9th, 10th grade, in and out of jail and prison. And they looking at you and jealous and envious of you because you don't want to deal with them. Because you blocked them off your social media because their energy shouldn't have been on your page anyway. You don't do the things they do. You left behind a lot of popular rejects. They were the popular rejects. Popular, but internally they was losing it inside. Parents wasn't raising them right. Letting them run the streets, do what they want to do. Get caught up in drugs and foolishness. And now these people, a whole bunch of drug cases. Mental cases. In and out of prison cells. Life ain't measuring up to their popularity that they once were popular about. But yet they got the nerve to hate on you. You were always somebody. You were always royal. You were always chosen. God just hid your value because he knew you was greater than the foolishness that you grew up around. This is why you were removed. You don't fit in with your hometown. You don't fit in back there where you grew up around them people. You outgrew that foolishness. You wasn't like them. They weren't like you. You went through so much. And God's saying he's proud of you. Because you overcame what the average person wouldn't overcame of the trials and tribulations brung onto you like it was them in their life. These people wouldn't have overcame what you've been through. They would have turned to drugs and foolishness. Some of them would have deleted themselves because they couldn't handle the trial and the tribulation that they were going through. This is where your faith come in at. These people had no faith. No faith at all whatsoever. They thought it was funny because you was the good person, because you was the good pure soul, while they were being evil and wicked, thinking everything a joke and life funny. Now they're like, how did this person leave me behind? We thought they was nobody. You mean to tell me they was somebody the whole time? Oh, they really was working on themselves for the better while we was being foolish and mocking and being stupid all day? They really was a good person? They really wasn't entertaining our foolishness? They were the prime case of act your age and not your shoe size. You left behind a lot of people that mocked you, that acted their shoe size and not their age. While you were the mature one, trying to grow into being better. They want to be childish. evil, conniving, wicked, all type of stuff. You didn't need none of them friends, them female friends that you had back in the day. They wasn't your friends. They wasn't your friends. Because if they was your friends, how come they don't support you? How come you don't hear from them? How come y'all on two different paths in life? Birds of a feather gonna flock together. You were clearly an eagle, leaving behind a whole bunch of pigeons. Because you were meant to soar and fly high, higher than that foolishness they was on. You had left behind a whole bunch of chickens. Ball, chicken, ball, chicken heads. Y'all remember that song back in the day from the 90s? I think it was Project Pat. I don't know. I can't remember, but I think that's who it was. They was a whole bunch of chicken heads that you left behind while you was trying to soar like an eagle. You were despised by your own kinfolks because of your pure soul, because you wasn't like them. These people were miserable and toxic and full of drama. And now they wondering why you don't want to fool with them, why you don't deal with them, why you moved out of state, why you moved miles and miles away. They stay over there, up there, you stay somewhere else in a whole different state, where if they was to drive to you, they got to run 20, 30 hours just to get to you. Because you don't want to be by no foolishness no more. These people were wrong for mocking you and coming at you. They mocked you like they mocked Yeshua when they was crucifying him to the cross, because he was a good, pure soul and they was being wicked and evil. The nerve of these people. When you a good person, you going to be hated. When you anointed by God the right way, you going to be hated by everybody, because you're really the one that's pure and doing righteous compared to everybody else. A lot of people think when you get anointed, everybody going to love you. You're going to attract people that love you, and you're also going to attract people that hate you and despise you at the same time, because of your anointing and your light, because of your pure, righteous heart. Because you're standing upright, doing righteous things, not wicked, foolish things. People hated and despised you for that. But really it was God's protection over you. He knew you ain't fit in with them people. Your age group, people you grew up around. You ain't fit in with their foolishness. But they want to turn their nose up at you. They thought they was better than you. They wasn't better than you. They were just on foolishness and wickedness. That ex-lover despised you because he wanted a woman with her legs open. He got exactly what he wanted, and then some. Worse than that. And that ex of yours ain't doing nothing with himself. Round there full of drugs and alcohol, but was popular back in the day. That was popular to these type of people. Drugs, alcohol, the streets, foolishness, mocking others. They the type of people that would rob take from a nerd, take their lunch money from them. The bullies they were. That's the people you were around. That's the people you grew up around. But they mocked you like they was better than you. You don't want to be around none of these people. Now everybody having a rude awakening about it. That you don't want to be around none of them. Because you clearly had better things to do for your future. Your future was at stake. These people mocked you for years. And now everybody and they mama is looking crazy that you was the one that left them behind. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. They looking crazy. Trying to figure out why they still stuck in a rut and why you moving forward in peace. They made their life choices. They made their bed. Now they got to lie in it. Don't worry about these karmic devils or these people that your peers and your toxic family, whoever that you grew up around that knew you at a point in time. Don't worry about how they feel about you. They might not like you. They ain't gotta like you. But they will respect you. And if they can't respect you, they're going to have to respect you at a distance because you still moving forward. Little do they know. You don't want their apology. You want them to leave you alone and grow some self-esteem about themselves and become like you, mature. That's what they need to do. But they didn't want to do that. They want to mock. And now they looking crazy. Because now they ain't measure up to nothing. All that mocking they did over your life, they ain't measure up to nothing. Your childhood peers or so-called females you grew up around having babies before they even got out of high school. Already knocked up. Because they thought they was cute and pretty and popular. Ain't got nothing to show for it now. Now they got to live their life through their kids, their children. Because they ain't accomplished what they wanted in life. Because they want to grow up fast at a young age. Young. Trying to grow up fast before their time. Now you being an adult and they acting like children. Funny how them tables turn. And now you don't want to deal with none of them crazy folks. I don't blame you. You don't need to deal with none of them crazy folks you grew up around. Because they clearly was not on your level. But they will try to drag you back down to their level. They need to come up to your level. But no, they'd rather drag you down with them. The crabs in the barrel mentality they got. That's what you left behind. But now you got your divine justice. Because now they looking crazy. Because you was the one that was mocked and despised. You was the one that left them behind. Because you had greater things. A bigger calling than they type of foolishness. And now they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with themselves because of the situation. They don't know what to do. You left behind a whole bunch of people that just didn't want nothing out of life. They rather smoke than drink their life away, get high and party, and make fun of the next person trying to live righteous. Mental cases they were. You left behind mental cases. And now they looking crazy and don't know where you are. They don't need to know where you are. You want the bigger and better things. That's what you want. And they truly need to get like you. If they want to become great, like the great person you are. And until next time, family, I wouldn't worry about it. Bye-bye.